Hello everyone. I hope all are good, fine and safe. As a BCom curriculum, you are going to study advanced financial accounting in your second semester BCom. So it is a continuation part of first semester. In that you are going to study normally 5 chapters. In that departmental accounting is the one of the chapter among those. So let us understand the concept or the chapter with a brief example. So take an example of XYZ supermarket. So in that XYZ supermarket, you already know in supermarket or a big bazaar, you can get all the things, including cloth, including food item, groceries and electronic item. If it is big or huge or large, you can get everything there. So in that supermarket, you can find footwear section, right? Cloth section, cloth section, electronic section, especially like city center or shopping malls, you can see the restaurant also, right? Restaurant also. So these are all the so many sections are there in the huge supermarket or like malls. So there, these are all the sections called as each department. Why we have to consider these are each department? So yavaga department and consider martivi andre, so supermarket is a large section. So supermarket is going to feed the things or the product to the each section. It is different according to the specialization, according to the product feature, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು separate ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So in order to know the expenses of each section and in order to know the profit of each section, so we are going to prepare the account separately. That is called departmental accounting. So in order to know the overall performance, we are going to prepare the accounts of XYZ supermarket. There you can get the only the overall profit and loss of supermarket. But in order to know which section is get failure or which section is not performing well, ಯಾವ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ನೋ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಈ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ a business may have a number of department. This is a supermarket is considered as a business. It has a number of department, each dealing in a different type of goods each. So section 1 is dealing with footwear, section 2 is dealing with restaurant, section 3 is dealing with cloth section 4 is dealing with electronic. So each department is dealing with a different type of goods. In order to ascertain the profit of each department, it is advisable to prepare separately trading and profit and loss account of each department. This is the basic concept of departmental accounting. So basic concept is just in order to know the profit or loss of each department, we are going to prepare the accounts of each department. This is about the brief introduction about the departmental accounting. Let us know the what is departmental undertaking. A departmental undertaking refers to large organizations are concerned. Take it as an example of supermarket, large organization which has the number of department. So even you can take the example of education institute, you can find the department like language department, commerce department, physics department, likewise. So here a departmental undertaking refers to large organization are concerned which has number of department, each of which is specialized in a particular line of activity. So ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಫುಟ್ವೇರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಫುಟ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರದ್ದೇ ಶಾಪ್ಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್. That is departmental undertaking. Departmental undertaking is nothing but which contains the separate specialized activities. Each department contains with the separate specialized activities. But now the question is, how to prepare the departmental account? How to ascertain, on what way we are going to ascertain the profit and loss of each department? So basically in your PUC and degree, you studied regarding preparation of trading account, like trading account by drawing the column like debit side, credit side, likewise, right? Continuation of profit and loss account. Here, this is the trading account of XYZ supermarket. But in this accounting, we are going to prepare the accounts of each department. How? It's very simple. Trading and profit and loss account as it is, no changes. Our column is become little bit big. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So particulars, debit. So here footwear, cloth section, electronic, particular, footwear, cloth section, electronic, likewise. So here we are going to prepare separately accounts of each department. In old method, we are going to prepare the whole accounts. So separate marta. But here, in order to know the profit and loss of each department, we are going to prepare the trading account separately. See, so difference is here there is a single column, but we have the separate column for footwear department, cloth department, electronic department in the debit side, and the same thing in credit side. We have the footwear department, cloth department, and electronics department. So whatever the purchase of each department will be entered as same. Debit the purchases to purchase, you are going to debit, right? If it is sales, by sales, you are going to credit. The basic principle is always same, no changes. So in some accounts, in some books, there is a total column also. You can add a total column for each side. So moreover, we just go through the example now. So while explaining the format, we will go through in detail. Okay, this is about the brief introduction of departmental accounting. Let us go through the objectives of departmental accounting. So objectives, what is the purpose of preparing departmental account? First one, to know the trading results of each. So basically we are going to prepare the books of account of each department in order to know the profit and loss. That is nothing but result. The first and foremost objective in order to know the profit or loss of each department. That is the first and foremost objective. Second one, to make comparison. So comparison in the sense, so when there is so many sections, when there is a n number of students in a class, we are going to compare with one student to another student by the marks about his brilliantness, right? At the same time, in order to compare, in order to make comparison between the department, the departmental account is very helpful. How? If the profit of department A is 10,000 and the profit of department A is 5,000, so by that we can compare between A and B, A is best because the profit of A department is more. So in order to make the comparison, the departmental accounting is very much necessary. That is the second objective. Third one, to provide the reward based on the performance. So when we should encourage the player or the person or the employee who work hard. ಯಾರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ರಿವಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹೌ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ದ ರಿವಾರ್ಡ್, ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ದ ರಿವಾರ್ಡ್? ಸೊ by seeing the books of accounts of each department, which department having more profit, so for the employees of those department they can get more reward, right? So by seeing the performance of each department, we can provide the reward based on their performance. If their performance is good, ultimately profit also more. If the concern or the department is earning more profit, they can enjoy more reward. So to know the or to provide the reward based on the performance, the preparation of departmental account is very much necessary. Fourth one, to allocate the resources among different department. So the resources is different for each and every department. For the footwear department, the resources is different. For the cloth department, resources is different, right? So in order to allocate based on their sales, based on their purchase, we are going to allocate. For example, in a trading account, there is a huge closing stock. In coming year, we are going to provide or allocate the resource little bit small, because ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ನ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ರಿಸೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅನದರ್ objective. Last one, to take the decision. So decision about which department is performing well, which department is not at all performing well. If the department is not performing well, you can delete that. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಫುಟ್ವೇರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸೂಪರ್ ಬಜಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಟ್ವೇರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು? ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಯಾರೂ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಟಾಪ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾ? ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್, the departmental account is very much necessary. This is about the objectives of departmental account. This is about the today's video. Later we will discuss about the advantages and the format of departmental account. Then onwards we will go through the problems. Thank you.